Hi, everyone. So, I'm going to be going over some of my takeaways now that we are concluding this course. And I'd say one of the big ones is embracing UDL. And so, like, students are always going to have different strengths when it comes to how they learn. And something that I've picked up on this class is just that um, regardless if I'm comfortable in a certain type of teaching, I feel like I need to embrace the fact that my students are going to be intaking the information in many different forms. And so even if I feel like one way's, my suit, I should adapt how I'm teaching every year, every week, every other day, to however my students can have the information be the most palatable. At the very least, I think what I could do is try to find at least like one accommodation for, every lesson. Like, so if it's something involved in like a handwriting thing and a student has a tough time actually handwriting, but they type faster, then of course I'm going to let them do that. Or if they're not really great at both, but they're really good at articulating their words, then perhaps let them do something along the lines of a video or like talking to a camera, like similar to this. Um, and so that's one takeaway I took from this class. Like, just embrace it. Just don't stick to one. Do as many as you can and find what works, and throw things at the wall and see what sticks, because every student's different and we need to accommodate to each and every individual student. um, and then my second takeaway for this class is to avoid a direct instruction as much as possible. So in this class it was very emphasized to do that. And with time, it was hard for us as the students to wean off of that. But I think the same can be done with younger students in a different classroom environment. So we want to avoid direct instruction as much as possible because students rely way too much on the teachers. Just keep asking questions and to kind of get the answer out of you. But having students not constantly get direct instruction and have to do things them on their own will help them grow and become more capable in critical thinking and thinking for themselves when it comes to being inside of the classroom. Um, and another takeaway I have from this class is that the lesson and just things will not always go as planned. So the DLDL lesson plans, the viewing experience, and the teaching experience were both good examples on how sometimes things just don't always go your way. Like you can have something on paper be a really good lesson, but in practice, when you execute it with your students, it might not go down very well. Or, it could sound really great on paper, but it might be really dull in practice. Or maybe the students don't like the activity you have for them, or maybe there's a technology issue, or what if the power goes out because it's raining outside and there's a storm. Like there's gotta things always will happen, and so I think we have to be wary and just on edge, not on edge, but learn to be fast on our toes as teachers, because things will always could change for the worse or for the better. It could slightly start off with just a couple minutes off with, talking or something, or it can go entirely off the rails. Um, and so experiencing these kind of things will get us a little bit more prepared as teachers to help us be able to think fast in these moments where the unexpected happens and suddenly, you know, you don't have power in your classroom, or your projector stops working and you just don't happen to have any ink on your markers or something like that. But yeah, expect the unexpected. Things don't always go your way. So those are my takeaways from this class and what I've taken from the experiences from being in this class.